Okay, good evening, everyone. I am Lolita Reed, and here's my show, Guiding You to Clarity. And for those who don't know me, I am Clarity and Business Coach, and my mission and my passion are to support female entrepreneurs who struggle with aligning their core personal and business values, and therefore they lack a sense of direction, sometimes meaning, but they want to create a life work harmony so they can grow their business, achieve results without losing their sparkle for life. So that's what I do. And in simple words is like I help female entrepreneurs to build their business, to grow their business, to achieve results simply by helping them to simplify processes so can have more time to do what they are good at, what they like to do, and not like to do things that takes their time and their energy. So that's what I do. And today I would like to talk about a book that inspired and had a quite impact on my life and on my business life as well. So, and this book is just looking for, okay, time is okay. So this book is very simple. Has about 109 pages, and I promised to my listeners that I'm going to share that book or introduce you to that book. So that's what I'm going to do today. However, today is just the first episode of that introduction because I don't want you to spend a lot of time just by listening. I want you to do some practice. So after today, you are going to do some practice with that book. And that's why we are not going to spend all our time on it or listening to me. You will spend your time on practicing. But now I am going to show what I'm talking about. And I need to share my screen. So I'm going to share my screen. That's my screen and share. And this book is, as you can see, the Science of Getting Rich. And here it is. I had that book in like a hard copy. I had that book before, but then I lost that book. It just disappeared somewhere. And then I bought another one. Mind you, I have an audio book of that book, and I have an electronic version. But I just felt that I have to have a hard copy, and that's what I did. I ordered the second time. Okay, so we now go into introduction and 1 or 2 chapters, and then we will finish. So that's what we are going to do. And here it is. So who is this book for? Why I am sharing this book with you? Because I want you to get rich. Yeah. And this is the science of getting rich. So that's why I'm sharing that with you. And here you see who is this book for on this slide. However, mind you, the majority of the texts are cited from this book, and this is the thoughts and words of the author of this book. And however, I will share some today's definitions, today's principles in like today's environment. So, who is this book for again? For a man and a woman who need money, and they need money now. They are not doing loads of researching, and they are not doing anything else. They just get this book, read this book, and then they implement the principles outlined in this book. Also, this book is for those who wish to get rich first and philosophize later. And that's this saying, I love it. Yeah. If you have time to philosophize, go and do that, and then come back and read the book and practice what is in that book. So also this book is for those who want results and who are willing to act. The whole book is about results and about taking action. Also about faith, also about purpose, also about vision, all those things that actually now we have to have if we want to have successful business. So author talks about these things: added value to your customer, integrity, all those things that are very important. Then also this book is for those who trust the science of getting rich. So author and myself, of course, I agree with Wallace that we need to trust this book. Or what else can we do? Like if we read something, we have to trust. And that's what we are going to do. So I would like to introduce the author a bit. And you can see this lovely picture. It's a bit strict looking man because he was at some point a religious man. He belongs to Methodist Church. But thanks God he wrote this book anyway. So Wallace Deluce Wallace was born in 1860. Very sadly died in 1911, just approximately 1 year after he published his book, and he was an American New Thought writer. And if you want to have more information about him or about New Thought writer, as I say, always ask Uncle Google, and Uncle Google will help you. Also, he received very little formal education, and therefore he had to educate himself, and so he did, and he was very successful because he used other methods than the ones that are taught in schools. So at the beginning he worked as a farm laborer with his parents, and as I said, thanks God, in 1910 he published his book The Science of Getting Rich. According to his daughter Florence, she says that he lived every page of that book. He believed in everything he said in that book. And also he claimed that he tested every single method in that book on himself and on others. So, and also he said in some of the chapters, he said, and this definitely work if you follow the certain way, if you act in a certain way, which he explains across the book, you cannot fail. I leave that up to you. So, and also Wallace practiced the technique of creative visualization, which is very popular and still used by many in personal development. Visualization technique is great tool, and he used that, and by doing that he achieved great results. He died in 1911, and he was very rich, and he not just left an estate, but also he left this legacy that is in this book, or this book, which influenced a lot, or influenced many motivational and transformational leaders. And one of them I would love to share for you, just to show the how this book is not just some old man tale, that Rhonda Byrne and her 2006 hit film The Secret, and I hope that you at least heard about The Secret. So The Secret was created after Rhonda read the book, and also Oprah Winfrey show, she said, something inside of me had me turn the pages one by one. And I can still remember my tears hitting the pages as I was reading it. You know, it gave me a glimpse of the secret. That's how Secret was born. And it was like a flame inside of my heart. And with every day since, it just become a raging fire of wanting to share all of this with the world. So after this, she just wanted to share everything with the world. And this book still is on the list of most readable and buyable or whatever in self-help section or self-help area. And it's still printable to this day, and loads of people read that book. And I hope this book helps many people, and especially, you know, in business, because the reason I am sharing this book with you, because there are some principles that they could set a foundation for your business. And that doesn't matter which area you are in. I'm sharing this book not because because the word rich. I know you can get rich, and you are going to you are going the right direction. However, the principles shared in there can help you to grow your business exponentially and much faster, and implementing the principles that are universal and that could set you apart from others. Okay, so that's why it is. And today I am just going to share one or two chapters, as I said, and then we'll stop. I'll check the time now, and then we'll stop and we talk next time. So this book, very short, very like written in readable, easy readable manner. However, mind you, this is the language from 1910, so be aware of some sentences and some words. However, this is still like meaning is the same. So this book is based on the Hindu philosophies, and that Hindu philosophies represent sound like this: one is all, and that all is one. So the basis of the book is the Oriental philosophies, and those of Descartes, Spinoza, Leibniz, Schopenhauer, Hegel, and Emerson. Those are philosophers, and author says if you want, you can go and read the work, and then come back and read his book and implement whatever he advised you. This book has 17 chapters. 11 of them could be transferred into principles. And so today we are going to talk, I think we just have time to talk about one chapter. And that one chapter is the right to be rich. And why I chose this first chapter? Because this is about this is not about the right or the right or to be rich. It's about our mindset. It's about our negative beliefs and our negative programming about money that probably were implemented into our field, into our minds when we were children. That's like common practice. Not very good practice, yeah, just common. So you probably already heard so many times, money is evil, only bad people get rich. You do not need money to be happy. Money does not grow on trees. I don't know about you, but there are many people who still think it is not spiritual to charge your clients, like, as I say, a fair fee for your service or for their service. Why? because they think money is evil, only bad people get rich, you don't need money to be happy, and so on and so on. And probably you have your own saying that you heard from your grandmother, from your father, from your mother, from your uncle, from your auntie, and so on. Think how that affects your business. Can you do the best you can when you cannot afford, for example, nice office? When you cannot afford good tools, like basic tools like PC or phone, you know, basic tools that you need to run your business. I'm not talking about something that luxury. I'm talking about necessities. Can you then, if you cannot afford those things, can you provide a high quality service? Can you add value to your customer or to your client? Well, think about it. All I'm asking, just have an open mind. Wallace says, and I will read, and I just will cite, and then I'll check my time, and this is 16 minutes now into an hour, and we will finish. So, he says, whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a really complete or successful life unless one is rich. No man can rise to his greatest possible height in talent or soul development unless he has plenty of money. Okay, so like pay attention that this is language from 1910, but the meaning behind this is that you cannot service yourself, you cannot service others if you do not have tools to have things and to create experiences, and for that you need money. Agree or agree? I think you agree because that's the only way. So, the right to be rich. This is the chapter 1, and before I finish, I would love that you would reflect on questions like that. What impact on my business this negative mindset, these negative beliefs about money have? Do I charge a fair fee for my service, or I still afraid to charge because I think I'm not worthy, or because I don't want to other people to think that I am greedy or I'm a bad person because I charge too much, or I should not charge at all? Just think about it and think about this. Am I denying to myself my right to be rich, my right to be successful? Am I? So those are the questions that I would love you to reflect on. And probably there are many more questions to ask. So just think, do you have negative belief about money or you don't? And just look at your business. How your revenue reflects your reality. I know you can, you know, you are a professional person. You are creating value. You are serving your client. And ask yourself, do I charge a fair fee for that? Thank you so much for listening. Please, if you don't have, that's what I want you to do. Buy this book and read it. And next time we will look into other chapters. For now, I just wish you very beautiful week and practice principles in this book. Till next time, live your passion.